Hello everybody, and welcome back to the playthrough. In today's episode we are picking up where we left off from our previous one, in which I died right at the end. I had explored, or started exploring, a new island of Mistlands, and yeah, it didn't go very well. It was nighttime, and we basically got ganged up on by about 6 different seekers and a few ticks, and we even had a Gjorl in there as well, so yeah, wasn't the greatest of situations. And so we died, and I decided to call the episode there, and now, in today's episode, I have to get some new gear, or some older gear, and go back and try and recover my gear without dying again, so fingers crossed we should be okay. And before we get started on that, I do want to just give you a quick update, or a quick apology actually. I do apologise that it has been nearly 11 days, nearly 12 days actually, since our previous episode. Now, I did give you all a heads up a couple of episodes ago for anyone that missed it, basically saying that this time of year is incredibly hectic and busy for me when it comes to my job, and on top of that I am also moving house at the end of the month, so yeah, that coupled with the busyness at work has really kind of killed my free time outside of work, and I haven't really had much opportunity to either record some more of the playthrough or to voice and edit and upload them, so I do apologise, it has been quite a while. But we are here, we are back. I'm hoping to get back on schedule and hopefully continue uploading more regular videos. But this by no means does signify the end of the busy period. Obviously it's not even the end of April yet, so I still have my big move coming, and I still have a lot of busy days at work coming up as well, so things might still be a bit up and down in terms of the schedule. Again, I do apologise, it's not intended, I don't want to be like this, and in future I am hopefully going to be able to prepare more in advance so that I can have some, say, videos prepared and ready to go for these kind of times when they happen. So yeah, my bad everyone. Anyway, one other thing I need to do before we head back to the Mistlands is I need to make some more food. Now, I do remember an episode or two ago remarking that I was running low on food, so I've decided that I'm just going to make a decent amount of each. I'm just trying to decide what my third food is going to be. I might make this meat platter, the uncooked meat platter, hare meat, seeker meat, and lox meat. It's only 80 health, which isn't as good as we could get from Lox Pie, but it is a quick and easy thing to make. We can just grab the food from the meat chest. We should have all of it ready. So yeah, I might make some of those. I've made some more salads for stamina, and I'm going to make some serpent stews because they are still one of the best foods available to us. Although I have just realised that I've been making a pretty big mistake with the serpent stew. I've been saying for several episodes throughout the course of the playthrough that serpent stew is 85 health. It's not, it's 80. So yeah, I've been getting that one wrong. But still, it is one of our top foods right now. That would put the Lox meat pie as one of the top ones then. I think that one is 85 health. But still, it's still a monster increase to your health. You're looking at least over 200 health just from those two foods alone, and then you've also got whatever health you get from the stamina food that you eat, if you decide to eat a stamina food. You could be one of those tanky people who likes to just eat all health foods and have a massive health bar. I like to go for a little bit of both. I grabbed wolf meat there by accident. There we go. I think I meant to grab Lox meat and grabbed wolf meat by accident. Okay, let's get some of these meat platters. Now obviously I'm not expecting to use all of this food in the process of recovering our equipment, but it's nice to have some extra so that we can continue on. I don't plan on coming back straight away. Obviously I want to recover my items, and I want to get the portal up as well, and I'll probably pop back and drop off all the stuff I'm currently wearing just so that we've got inventory space back. But I do want to continue exploring that island. We need to crack on with the Mistlands, especially now that we've seen most of the things that the Bogwitch update had to offer. Most of them. We haven't seen all of it, but we have seen most of it. Our chicken coop is doing really well. I'm really happy with the amount of chicks and eggs that I'm seeing right now. I am just going to continue leaving them alone for the time being. I have picked up a few eggs so far, but I'm going to leave them alone for now because I want to get a decent base of chickens, kind of mass producing eggs for us so that we've got a good income of eggs, because eggs is one of the cooking ingredients. And then once we've got a good base of eggs, like 50 or so, And then is when I'll start culling off some of the chickens so that we can start having some chicken meat as well, because chicken meat is another cooking ingredient, so we will need that. I think we are missing out on some food recipes for the Mistlands because we haven't had chicken meat yet. We have also got our Ratatosk mead not ready to go just yet. It's still fermenting, but I am looking forward to having that available. That was the bog witch. I'm just kind of looking at where we've been. I'm also trying to decide, or trying to work out where the carve is, the boat that we built. I actually think we've got enough material to just build a second one. We might as well, I think. Instead of having to work out where we left the carve, I think we left the carve on the opposite side of the island to where the bog witch actually is now. So to avoid having to run all that way back, we should be able to just get the materials to build another carve. And then if needs be, we can always reclaim those materials in future. How are we doing on bronze? We're going to need all of that, I think. We need 80 nails, so we need to hammer 4 of them. We've got 4 bars. How many do we have in here, though? 26. So if we make 60 of them, we can take 20 out of there, and that should be enough. Nah, we'll just make all 4. It's not like I need bronze right now. We've got plenty of tin left over. No copper, but we have access to that. We've got copper ore at our Mistlands base from the ancient weapons and ancient armour that we've been mining. So now we need 10 deer hide. Nope, not 12, we need 10. So we'll put 2 back in here. Then we also need, I believe it's 40 or is it 20 of the resin? Let's double check that. Pretty sure that's everything we need. And food should be ready. What else is it? Do we need anything else? I think we're pretty much ready to go. It is daytime. So let's eat the food first. Get our stamina and health up. And then obviously we need to get our rested buff as well. So we're going to set off from the same place that we set off from last time. There's our death marker. So it was literally on the coast, which makes life easy for us. Recovering gear should be pretty simple. Just need to hope and pray that we don't get attacked by a sea serpent on the way there. That would not be the greatest. Okay, we've got our buff, we've got our food. Let's get our equipment back. Oh, did not mean to activate that. There we go. I'm still forgetting the hotkeys on the keypad. Still pressing B to close inventories, even though B is jump. It does close the inventory, but you also jump as well, and it kind of frustrates me because I know that if you just press Y, I think Y is the button. Sorry, I'm talking about an Xbox pad, so for PlayStation pad users or for anyone else who doesn't have the standard like X, Y, A, B buttons, triangle is the button you would press to open your inventory, and circle is the button you'd press to jump. I keep mixing those two up because you need to press Y or triangle to open your inventory. And I always press B, because obviously B is usually closed on most of the games. Ah, that's what I've forgotten. Mist light. Mist light? Wisp light. We need a wisp light to clear out the mist. We're not going to be able to make it to the coast and get our stuff back without having a wisp light. And we're not going to be able to recover it from our gear, so we're going to have to make another. So one of the main reasons why I love that the the wisp light is so easy to make. It's 1 silver bar and 1 wisp. That's another reason why I gather so many wisps. You always need a good collection of wisps. Okay, now we can set off. I can still hear that Gjall above our base. He seems to be just hanging around, but the good news is he doesn't seem to be close enough to be aggroed towards us or to want to attack us. So at least our base is still standing for the time being. But I do believe that when we start building our Mistlands base, the tower I might build or something, we're probably going to be building upwards, so we might attract that Gjall and have to fight it, which would be good actually to get rid of it, because I don't like it being I don't like it hovering over my head the whole time. It can be a bit of a pain. We seem to be clear of plains enemies. Okay, we're at the coast, so we did bring wood for a workbench. Let's pop that down on the coast there. Perfect, and then misc carve. Rotate it so it's not going to hit the shore. I still took some damage anyway. Repair it, there we go. Take the table down because we're going to need that. And let's go. It's not very far. It's only just across the river, the lake. What would you call it? A river? It's technically considered an ocean biome, so it must be quite large. Really, really hope we don't get attacked by any sea serpents. Please don't attack us. Leave us alone for the time being, please. I know we've seen a sea serpent at daytime now, so I know that they can spawn. Annoyingly. Oh, jeez, I thought that was a sea serpent. It's a fish. It's just a fish. Oh, we only needed 30 of the fine wood. I brought 40. Oh well. To be fair, we were probably going to bring it over to the Mistlands anyway when we started building, as fine wood is used for a lot of comfort things. Because I probably will have a comfort area in the Mistlands base. I'm not sure if I'm going to make it a full comfort area. Obviously, we're not going to be able to bring stuff over like the maypole and stuff, like the seasonal stuff. So obviously as we get to the end of this year, the end of 2025, we are going to have access to the Christmas tree, which will give us an extra comfort bonus level, which would be quite nice. But I do want to have a decent level of comfort inside the Mistlands base, just so that we don't have to pop back to our main base every time we need to top it up. If we're not going to do anything that we're going to spend too much time outside the base for, you know, if we're not going to go exploring for a couple of hours or go and take on the boss or anything like that, we don't need to have a full amount of rested bonus, but it would be nice to have a good amount of it. At least 20 minutes would be good. Okay, here is our stuff, and it looks as though we don't have any of the attackers still here. Wow, my inventory was nearly full. Jeez. Right, we need to start swapping things out. Now, we might have to leave some things here on the boat, or on our corpse, our gravestone, just while we shift things back and forth. We could also just go and put them on the longboat that we've got nearby. Definitely need our armour back, that's the main thing. Armour and weapons was probably the two main bits we needed. Are we going to be able to equip this in water? No, we're not. Oops, excuse me. We can't equip these in water, so I'm making a bit of a mistake because I've just made my character take off all his other gear, so if we get attacked right now, I'm going to take very heavy hits. Not much we can really drop, to be honest. Okay, we'll just leave those there for now. I'm sure most of you will all know this, but for anyone that is quite new to the game, with your gravestones, after you've died, obviously all your items are stored in that gravestone, you can go and pick them up. There is obviously, you can change the settings of the world now, and I believe you can actually change how death works for Valheim, so you can actually set it so that you don't keep anything, you can lose everything and it's all permanently gone, or you can set it so that you don't drop anything when you die at all, so it's kind of like a bit of an easier mode, so you don't have to worry about losing stuff. But if you just elect to go for the standard gameplay mode, all of your stuff gets dropped into a gravestone. You can then obviously go up to that gravestone and loot everything. Anything that is left in the gravestone is stored there, so the gravestone doesn't destroy and you don't lose that stuff. And you can actually put stuff in there as well, so you can swap stuff in and out. So if you've got way too many things on you, you can pick what stuff you want to save first and take it all back, and then come back and it'll still be there. Quite a decent mechanic, I quite like it. It's very similar to a lot of other survival games that have a similar kind of inventory dropping mechanic. Can be quite frustrating, I do agree. It can be annoying to have to try and recover your gear, especially if you're out exploring into a new, harder zone. That is one of the reasons why I do have the materials for a portal on me pretty much all the time now. because we are exploring new content that I haven't really done much of, so my risk of dying is a lot higher. Although I think we've only died once in the Mistlands, which is I'm quite happy with that. But the obvious downside to that is that my one death, I didn't have a chance to put the portal up first, so having that portal really didn't do us any favours. But in my defence, I will say that was what I was attempting to do before I died. I was trying to get enough wood so that we could build the portal. So it was just my own mistake of not remembering to bring wood to build the crafting bench. So that's something else I should start remembering, which is to always have at least 10 wood on me so that I can build a workbench and not have to worry about chopping down trees, especially at night time, because I think that's what killed us in our previous episode. I think we got killed by the fact that, obviously we got killed by the weight of numbers. We had like 6 Seekers, 2 Ticks, there was a Gyal hanging around as well, so it was quite a big attack. But it was also the fact that it was night time. So I think that was why their weight of numbers kind of overwhelmed me, was the fact that it was nighttime, so they had more spawn rates going. Because we have seen that a few times in previous explorations of the Mistlands, where we've been attacked by quite a few Seekers, but then after exploring the local area we haven't seen any like Seeker-infested mines or anything. So my assumption would be that it's because it's nighttime, the enemy spawn rate is higher. They can spawn, probably do the same thing that the Plains does, which will spawn in these groups of Fullings that kind of roam around and patrol the area. I think that probably is the same thing for the Mistlands. So you'll have like groups of Seekers and stuff like that that will patrol the area, which is not very nice. They destroyed me. Although I was watching the footage back this morning before I decided to start doing this, and I did realise that there were a couple of different situations where I should have just turned and fought rather than just running constantly. There was quite early on, when we first ran into the big group, there was a really nice flat area that would have made a decent area to fight. But I think I took a few too many hits, and it just lowered my health to the point where I didn't want to stick around. So yeah, just a kind of a big kerfuffle of mistakes that I made that ended up in my death. My first Mistlands death. Okay, we've recovered all of our items, we have reclaimed our portal because I don't want to just stick it on the top of that big stone. We are now going to head over to where the longboat is, and then we'll probably cut this one down and reclaim all the materials for it. Looks like we're getting close to nighttime again, which is not good. We also have the wind against us, which is also not good. Luckily enough, we are in the Mistlands biome of water, so we shouldn't have any sea serpents spawn. But we do need to be very careful when we land, because we are running the risk of another Seeker attack, and we don't want to get ganged up on again. Okay, we've just got some wind, so I'm going to put the sail out, try and get some speed going. Luckily, with the Carve being a smaller boat, especially in length, the Wisp is actually doing a pretty good job of clearing out the mist for us, so we can actually see roughly where we're going. I'm just going to kind of stay away from the mist as much as I can. Don't want to go too close to it. Let's clear off that marker on the map. We had a marker for our old boat location, we don't need any more, as both boats are now over here. Nope, there's a couple of Wisp torches or Wisp lanterns in the distance. They must be... oh, I remember, they're from the Dwarven Diverger camp that was there. There's kind of like a Diverger dock to the right of us. You can see the kind of wispy lanterns there. Doesn't have a building with it, unfortunately. No, let's not take the boat down here. I want to smash the boat down, but I don't want to risk losing any of the bits. The nails are the worst ones. We're probably going to lose the nails. I'm not sure how steep this land part is. We're probably going to lose them, I'll be honest. But it's not the end of the world. We can get bronze back quite easily. So if I can get it close enough, I might be able to recover it before it sinks. There we go. Right, deer hide, resin, fine wood, and... did we pick them up? Can't see the marker for it. Oh, we don't have the inventory space. Jeez. Let's get on here and drop some stuff off so we've got the space. Might as well make use of this inventory size whilst we've got it. We don't need that, we don't need that. We might as well drop some of the fine wood. We need 20 of it for the portal, so we need to put 30 in here. There we go. Keep those, drop the needles. Seek a trophy, we don't really need that. Okay, so right, let's try and get these nails. Have they fallen down? I think they have. Just going to have to kind of awkwardly angle the camera to see if I can spot the nails in the water. Can't really see them down there. I think they are down there. But, yeah. I'm going to try and use gravity a little bit to try and recover it, but it didn't work. Alright, so let's head this way, head over to the dwarves, the diverges, the safe area. There it is, there's the dock. And this one doesn't have a building as well, which is a bit sad, but there is a ward there in the centre of the dock, that kind of orange glowing bit there. That is a ward protecting the dock from being destroyed. And it does have quite a few diverges with it as well, dwarven folk. Oh, I think he was a bit annoyed. Who goes there? Goodbye then. Alright, pull out weapons. We need to be very vigilant. We are doing the one thing that we should not be doing. Exploring the Mistlands at night time. Oh yes, hello. 1-star Seeker. Let's deal with you straight away. Let's not mess around. No need to beat around the bush. Wow, look at the damage he just did in one hit. It's like 40% of my health bar in one strike. Die, Seeker. Yes. Revenge is sweet. Ooh. Giant ribcage. Plenty of black marble there for us. Although I probably won't be gathering that. Actually, no, we probably could actually, because the black marble can be teleported through a portal, so we could always just put the portal next to the ribcage, mine it down, and then just carry all the black marble back through the portal to the Mistlands base. Oh, that's a 1-star Diverger Mage. It looks like the healing variant. You're taller than I remember. This is the first time we've met, so I'm not sure what you remember me from. This is a snowy ground. So that indicates that there is a mountain here. Oh, excuse me. Yep, this is definitely a mountain. Let's see how far it goes. We don't want to go up too high because we're not here for a mountain. Yeah, there's the start of it on the minimap, so we can already tell on the map where the mountain biome is classed, so let's stay away from that. What is over here? Nothing much, to be honest. It looks like it turns into plains, so we are probably going to have to head down south in order to find anything even remotely close to what we need. We are going to continue gathering Jotun puffs and the mage caps as well, which is the blue mushrooms. Wow, that looks like a kind of floating root. Yeah, it is. It's not even connected to the ground over there. There we go, mage caps. Oh, we got a +1 from that one. We got a +4. Nice. Gotta love free food. I can hear something over there. Sounds like another Seeker. Stay on this flat land area here. Wait for it to come to us. Yep, there you are. I thought you'd notice me. Oh, where are you going? That's a wall. Oh god, Seekers are like flies. They just fly into a wall or a window or anything silly like that. Oh, there's a second one. Alright, let's take this one down. Come on, you. Carry that nonsense. Kill that nonsense. There we go. And a third one. Yeah, you guys must have been the ones who killed me. Revenge. Payback. There we go. Your bodies will be used to armour me up for the future fights against your kind. Bloody bugs. Seekers are going to get annoying enough to the point where I'm going to be reenacting Starship Troopers in this playthrough. I'm going to exterminate all the bugs, find out the planet they came from. We are running low on stamina. And our cape is kind of glitching out a little bit on this rock. I think it's because my character it's because we're stood on two slopes. It's kind of constantly sliding around, so our cape was just kind of glitching a little bit there. Right. Oh, hello, another one-star seeker. Hello, let's take you on. Oh, we're fighting on a slope. This is not good. And there's a second seeker. Getting ourselves into this situation again, although I do think it is daytime now. How were you able to hit me from that far away? Come on. Be kind, game. This fighting on a slope nonsense is bugging me. Haha, get it? Bugging me because I'm fighting seekers? No, terrible. I'm not even a dad. I shouldn't be making those types of jokes. Oh, jeez. Even the basic attacks from the seekers when they hit so hard. Oh, what? I could have sworn I blocked that one. Okay, that's... I must have been a bit too slow on the block there. This really is kind of highlighting how much we need to get this new armor set. Or these new armor sets. I'm pretty sure there's a couple of different sets you can get in the Mistlands. But yeah, we really need a higher armor value because these seekers are just destroying me. Oh, another one. Unsurprising. Parry that nonsense, thank you. And there we go. See, when you get the parry on them and the full weapon combo, even with just the standard black metal sword, you can kill them straight away. Three hits with your weapon, with that parry bonus, it just kills them. But the problem with the Mistlands is that obviously because the whole area is just varying different heights, there's loads of hills, there's loads of rocky outcroppings, there's loads of like mountainous kind of bits where it's really, really tall, like stone kind of like spikes and pillars and stuff sticking out the ground. So it's like you're never really fighting on a flat surface. This is one of the reasons why I was quite pushy about my advice with when you build a base in the Mistlands. You kind of have to put in quite a bit of time exploring to find a good flat area, and even then, it's never fully flat. Which is the same with most of Valheim, as you would have seen from our earlier episodes, especially from the very start of the game when I was building my first base. We had to do a lot of kind of sculpting of the land around our base in order to fit things in and to have a flat land. It also depends on whether or not you care that much about... Oh, wow, that was a big drop. That was silly. It was 100 damage we took there. We should really be careful about doing that in future. Oh, hello, Seekers. Don't mind me just dropping in. I just said I was going to stop doing that. So you do have to sculpt the land, and I do know that there are people out there who probably won't be as obsessive as me when it comes to having nice flat land when it comes to building. Some of you won't care that much about having your buildings, like part of your building hovering off the ground as long as the stability is fine. I have that for some parts of our base. When we've remodeled the land, part of it has been kind of floating a little bit off the ground, and you know, it's been fine in terms of stability and stuff like that. But when I do initially build things, I do try and make it as, you know, as close to realistic as possible. Like, I want the land to be nice and flat. I don't want like corners sticking out of this and that and all these other kind of things. So I'm a little bit obsessive when it comes to things like that. This is an ancient helmet. We'll probably have to, or ancient armor. We'll have to destroy that at some point if we do come back here. I do know that I haven't put the portal back down since arriving here. I'm feeling a bit more confident in my combat abilities right now, especially with these new health potions that we're using. And I'm also trying to decide whether or not we actually want to have a portal here. I mean, as you can tell throughout today's episode, we haven't really seen anything in terms of like even just the standard diverger camps or the towers. We haven't seen any infested mines whatsoever. It's been quite a while since our last infested mine, to be honest. I think, what have we seen? 2, maybe 3? Ooh, that's a diverger tower, so that is a standard diverger tower. It's got the dock at the end. It's not even really a tower, it's more just a little stone building. I think we might have to put a nail in this, put a pin in this island, or maybe give up on it, because it's not fantastic. Oh, a little bit of lag there. We are world saving again. I really, really wish it wouldn't do it so frequently. We might be able to turn that setting down. Although I do like having the option of a regular world save, because it does mean that if we were to crash out now, we wouldn't lose any. Say if we made any progress, we wouldn't lose as much progress as, say, if we world saved like once every 5 in-game days or something like that. Oh, hello, Diverger. Welcome. Oh, there's 2 of you. There's a rogue, or 2 rogues. I really want your crossbows. I hope I can make one of them. They look like they deal a lot of damage. This is the coast. Here's another ancient armor. Yeah, we might have to put a pin in this island. It's not looking great. There isn't much here in terms of what we actually need. I might even have to start looking up, not a guide specifically, but like hints on where to find infested mines. My guess is, because the whole game is pretty much randomly generated, you kind of have to just get lucky. Obviously, we did have a comment that was left on a video on an episode, like several episodes ago, from someone who said that they got very lucky in one of their first infested mines. They found one of the mines that had the big set of stairs leading up to it, and they found, I think it was something between 10 and 15 black cores in there. Really jealous of that. I'm pretty sure my first experience in the Mistlands was very similar. I don't think we found that many in one mine, but we certainly found enough to get 2 of the crafting tables. So, yeah, it hasn't been... It's been a very unfortunate experience for us in the Mistlands so far, but I'm looking at this in the way of this is the game's karma. This is karma paying me back for all the good luck that I had at the start of the playthrough and for pretty much for most of it. Oh, this looks cool. Oh, this is another tower. Oh, this is not an infested one. I just saw all of the blue kind of drapes and stuff, the kind of banners that are hanging. Oh, it's a ruined one. Okay. So this might have been one that was attacked by Seekers but not infested, because there is no downstairs bit. But this is a fantastic area for us to actually put a portal down and pop back home. We're out of our rested buff, and we could probably do with dropping off some of the stuff that's in our backpack. This is a really good place to put a portal down. I'm quite happy with this. I should put it there, call it home, there we go. So yeah, this is so our unfortunate luck when it comes to finding the black cores for the Mistlands crafting is all due to game karma. The game is taking back the luck that it gave me through most of the game so far. Pretty much everything up until the plains we got really lucky on. Took us a little while to find Moda, the mountain boss, but it wasn't that long, not really. Took us quite a bit of time to find Yagluth. We did quite a bit of sailing in the plains, but again, it wasn't a huge amount of time. We got really lucky finding the Queen's location for the Mistlands boss, so I'm quite happy we know where she is. And we should really start heading over there. I think that's what I'm currently doing, is we're going to head over towards the Queen and look at her island as well. Ah, here we go, Tonic of Ratatosk. This is the one that gives us an increased run skill and run speed, which is going to be fantastic for exploring the Mistlands. We are also going to try and combo that with the Eikthyr buff, which we already have. Yeah, 15% move speed and plus 10 to run skill. Now, an increase on run skill will increase our running speed again, and it will also decrease the amount of stamina we use whilst running. So, again, it's all goodness. Oh, wisps. We've got some wisps. Grab all the wisps. There we go. That one's ours. It looks like you can only have 2 wisps at a fountain per time, because I've never come back to them and seen more than 2 floating around each one. So if you want to gather quite a lot of wisps, you need more than 1 fountain. Anyway, I think we shall call the episode here, and we'll come back and start exploring again. So thank you everybody for watching. I hope you've all enjoyed, and I shall catch you in our next episode.